Oh, hey, I've got a brand new opinion that I guarantee you've never heard anybody say before. I love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think if you don't like Spider-Verse, you just don't got a soul, and that's fine. One of the best parts of that movie was Nicolas Cage's portrayal of Spider-Man Noir. He had a bunch of funny lines. I'm surprised they let him say that he beats up Nazis in a kids movie, and I don't know, he's a very fun part of that quirky little ensemble. A while back, Sony announced that they were making a live-action Spider-Man Noir show for Prime Video, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it was coming out. I put it in the same mental wastebasket as that canceled Silk Show or that Spider-Woman show they were working on. But last year, we started getting set photos and official teases, and I was like, wait, this exists. Over the past year, we've been getting drip-fed little bits of the show. A set photo here, a plot description there, and this morning we finally got our first trailer in black and white and in color, like how the show's gonna be. And I'm torn. I don't really know how to feel about this. Now, if you're not super familiar with Sony or what they've been doing to our poor best friend Spider-Man over the past few years, then strap in, I'll make this quick. After seeing the billion-dollar success of Spider-Man No Way Home, studio execs realized that if they want people to come to their Spider-Man movie, they're gonna have to put Spider-Man in it. The only problem was they had a Spider-Man movie coming out that had no Spider-Man, so at the last minute they shoved in a bunch of Spider-Man references into the trailer for YouTube channels to go, did you see Tobey Maguire's graffiti in Morbius trailer? Did you see the Oscorp Tower in Morbius trailer? Morbius trailer reference Black Cat! Just for the movie to get rid of it all. Morbius was the first piece of abuse, and from then on, it was just lie after lie after lie. Madam Web promised us that we'd be seeing 3 Spider-Girls do, Spider-Girl action. That's a flash forward that lasts maybe about 30 seconds, and the rest of the movie, they've got no powers. Venom 3 promised us that we were gonna get Venom, and he's barely even in Venom 3. It should be called Eddie and the Lizard for some reason on a road trip. And Kraven, well, we knew Kraven was gonna be bad from the first trailer, so there were no expectations. So when Sony promises to give me a live-action Spider-Man show on Prime Video, I flinch like an abused spouse waiting to get hit. But looking at this trailer, it's happening again. Sony's giving me hope. Because what they show actually looks pretty interesting. This trailer alone confirms that we will be getting villains with superpowers, not just mob bosses that share the names of iconic Spider-Man villains like I was expecting. Nick Cage will in fact be web-swinging, which is something I for sure thought we weren't getting. There's actual members of Spider-Man's cast of characters appearing, like Robbie Robertson in a version of Black Cat. And Nick Cage is just being insane. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Everybody loves insane Nick Cage, including me. My biggest fear, though, is that throughout this trailer, we don't see him in costume a lot. And when we do, a lot of the scenes look like they're in the same area or are different cuts of the same fight. I want this to be a Spider-Man show with noir elements, not a noir show with Spider-Man elements. Though, the fact that we've seen set photos and videos of him riding on top of a car and literally Sandman and Electro, it's giving me some hope. Don't know what this weird spider-human hybrid thing is, though. I could do without that. One small hope that I have for the show is that it somehow leads into Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the directors of Spider-Verse, and I'm pretty sure they worked on this too, have confirmed that this is the same version of the character that's in the Spider-Verse movies, and we know from the end of Across the Spider-Verse that Gwen recruits Noir to fight Miguel. So unless this is a prequel or it takes place after those events, it'd be pretty cool for Gwen to show up in the last episode or something to recruit him. If not, then I don't really see why it was necessary to make him the same version of the character in Spider-Verse if you're just not gonna do anything with it. Honestly though, at the end of the day, my main hopes for the show is that it delivers some fun Spider-Man action, some Nick Cage insanity, and that it's successful enough for Sony to greenlight more Spider-Man shows. Because the fact that there are so few live-action shows of one of the most popular characters of all time is insane. I get that his powers and his rogues gallery can be kind of difficult to portray on a TV budget, but I mean, come on, other fantastical superheroes have TV shows, why can't Spider-Man? Anyways, definitely gonna check it out when it releases, and hopefully, my worries are for nothing.